right, so you can either kick off your shoes or keep them on, whatever you're most comfortable doing. And we're just going to kind of settle into our feet and bend our knees and let the body just sink into the floor. And feel free to close your eyes. Sometimes it's nice just to come into the body and allow yourself to relax completely, taking some slow, deep breaths in and out through the nose. And then just start swinging your arms gently forward and back. And you want to keep your arms really heavy and relaxed. And that swinging motion can be very small, or it can be a little bit bigger, depending on how your shoulders feel. So we're releasing the girdle of the shoulder region. So all of that area, including the rotator cuff, the traps, the lats, and the pecs. Continuing to breathe and settle into your legs, into your hips. And then on your next in-breath, let your arms reach up toward the ceiling. Let the shoulders drop down away from your ears. Good. And still gently pulling your belly button toward your spine. And then we're going to act as if we're climbing a ladder. So just reaching up nice and gentle, just to your range of motion. So when you're stretching, it should never hurt. And you are in control. So as you feel comfortable in your body, moving in the positions that feel the best for you. Good. So both arms up, reach. And we're going to try our balance. We're going to come up onto the balls of the feet. Good. Just go to the height that works for you. And exhale. We're going to roll one shoulder at a time. Slow, deep breath. Good. So after we finish with the shoulders, we're going to go into the neck. So bringing the chin toward the chest and breathe deeply into the back of the neck. We also want to be lifting our waist nice and tall, so lifting your rib cage out of your waist and still pressing that tailbone down toward the earth. And then just let your head slowly roll from one shoulder to the other, always going forward to the side. So we never want to roll all the way around. That's for when we're 20 or younger. But when we're over 20, our bones don't have that natural human growth hormone, so it can do more damage than good. Good. And then just go ahead and let the head roll straight down and bring it up. Deep breath in, reach those arms up overhead. And exhale. Good. So we're going to attempt balance again. So we're going to take one foot in front of the other. Your heel touches your toe. Standing nice and tall, we're going to slowly look over a shoulder, drawing the belly button toward the spine, and we're letting our eyes gaze around. So if you need to, you can hold onto a wall or a table if you're feeling unsteady. Breathing into the muscles of the eyes and the neck without straining. Slowly coming to center and looking over the opposite shoulder. And back to center. It's tricky. And we'll try the other. So usually we're better on one side than the other. So we'll do that again. Slowly look over a shoulder. Come back around to the opposite shoulder. Just releasing the muscles in the eyes, giving them a little bit of a stretch. And come back around to center. Good job. Another deep breath in, reach up. We're going to take the hand over hand and gently press, and then we're going to press it forward. So you want kind of a concave position here. You're pulling your tailbone under and rounding through your shoulders, drawing your chin toward your chest and giving a full spinal stretch. And then as if your arms were on a table, you're going to go to the right in that same plane and feel that stretch through your rib cage and down possibly into your low back. And this should feel really good if you're stationary, if you're sitting at the desk for a while or standing for long periods of time. We're going to reach forward and over to the other side in that same plane. And reach forward and back up toward the ceiling. And exhale, bring your hands down at your low back, tuck your tailbone under and squeeze your elbows. So that may be enough of a stretch for your back in that position, or you can go a little bit further. If you choose to go further, pull your belly button toward your spine and pull your chin in. So when you go into your back bend, your entire spine is protected. So do what feels good. Make sure you're not going so far that you can't breathe anymore. Slow, deep breaths. And we'll slowly come back up. Great. Now let's go ahead and release our feet. So we're going to start with rolling an ankle. Good. Another option, a modification, is to put your toes on the floor if you're having a hard time with balance, and rolling that way. And then rolling the opposite direction. Good. And something that'll help balance too is if you gaze at something that's not moving. Great. Then we're going to release our knees, so just let the legs swing forward and back. Good. Letting the foot be heavy and relaxed. We're just warming up the joint, getting a little bit of blood flow there. Excellent. And then let your foot come to a stop, and then same thing with the hip, just your range of motion. Whatever feels good, and that can be if you want to do little figure eights or circles or just side to side, you pick what feels good. And then just check in if I'm breathing all the way into the belly, in through the nose and out through the nose if you can. Good. Then go ahead and release. We'll take the opposite foot, and your foot can either be touching the floor or lifted. Belly button drawn toward the spine. And the opposite direction. Good. And then swinging that foot forward and back. Excellent. And then we're going to just release the hips. And you pick what feels the best for you. And you can go slower if you're having a hard time holding your balance. Good job. All right, and go ahead and release. Another deep breath in. And exhale down. Good. So we're going to get a little bit more into our neck. So you can stand however you feel most comfortable, or if you're sitting in a chair, you can also just sit on the edge of your chair and sit nice and tall. And so we're going to turn and look down toward our shoulder. And if you need a little bit deeper stretch here, you can take that same hand and gently give a little bit of weight to your head. Breathing into that neck. As that muscle starts to lengthen and release, you can reach with your opposite hand a little bit closer toward the floor. Good. Go ahead and release the hands, and then turn back to center We'll look over the other shoulder and then bring the nose down toward that shoulder and reach up if you wish. You don't have to add the arm. Taking some slow, deep breaths. And remember, we don't want to feel pain, so we should feel a little bit of a sense of stretch, but no pain. And then your opposite arm can reach a little bit closer toward the floor if you're needing a deeper stretch. You're going to go ahead and release the arm, and then bring the head back to center. Super. So we're going to stretch out the forearms and the wrists by pressing the arms forward like you're pushing into a wall. And just check in with your posture, check in with your legs, make sure your knees aren't locked out. Relax your shoulders and breathe into it. And you can also be stretching your eyes here by looking up toward the ceiling and then down toward the floor. And keeping your head steady as you look up and down. And we'll just do that 3 more times with the eyes. Bringing the palms toward the body. Continuing the eye stretch. The last time here. And then go ahead and close your eyes and just let your eyes relax. And then making loose fists, roll your hands in opposite direction. And then we're going to take a deep breath in and open up those arms. Go to the range of motion that works for you, and then gently pull your fingertips back. And breathe deeply, staying relaxed. Excellent. Last time, deep breath in, reach up, come up onto the balls of the feet. One more time. Exhale, release. And we're all done. Thank you so much. Great job, everybody.